Good afternoon, fans, and welcome to the Lady Beaver Brook Gymnasium here in Fredericton, New Brunswick. I'm Bill Gibson. You're watching ACAA TV and Tommy's TV on YouTube. Men's basketball action, the visiting Holland Hurricanes, 10-4 and first in the conference, in town to take on the St. Thomas Tommies. Tommies 11-5 on a 4-game win streak. That ties them for second. The Tommies, if they win their next two, they can vault all the way to the top of the conference. Big game here for St. Thomas. A couple of key injuries, though, for the Tommies. Evan Villain, ankle injury yesterday at UNBSJ. Out for this one. Hope to be back before playoffs. And Owen Amos, broken wrist here against UKC in a cast and out for the immediate future. Tommies are ranked 15th in the country. Holland, despite being 10-4 and in first place, drops out of the rankings. Mount St. Vincent, who is tied with STU at 11-5, is ranked 13th. So a little tour of the standings. Holland 10-4. STU and MSVU 11-5. Crandall 10-6 after losing yesterday at UKC. Mount A 8-8, UKC 4-11, and UNBSJ 0-15. But that record does not describe the Seawolves' talent and compete level in whatsoever. So with this one, the Tommies can put Holland College as a 5-loss team. Tommies would own tiebreaks over MSVU and Holland, and therefore with a win today and next weekend at Mount A in their final game, regardless of the outcomes in the games between MSVU and Holland College, could force themselves to the top of the conference and get the bye in the quarterfinals. Starters, first for Holland College, 1 is Kyrie Thompson, first-year guard out of North Preston, Nova Scotia. 3 is Jalen Menzies, a third-year guard out of Toronto, Ontario. 5 is former Tommy and old friend Alman Dervisevic, fourth-year guard out of Ottawa. 6 is Jack McCauley. McCauley, fifth-year senior, played at UPI out of Charlottetown. And Logan Rempel, fifth year out of Grand Prairie, 6'3" guard. To me, performance of Rempel is really key on how the Hurricanes go. For the Tommies, 0 is Harrison Florian, 6'7", fourth year out of Leo Hayes on the north side. Trey Campbell wears 3, a guard 6'4" out of Scarborough. Number 8 is Gaio Isaiah. Isaiah, 6'3" wing, really dynamic athlete in his third year out of Fredericton, Ontario. 11 is going to be Tyrese Paul. He's a fifth year of eligibility out of Leo Hayes High as well. He's going to play the wing. And Jeffrey Lavoie, another senior for the Tommies. He will start at forward for STU. So we're just about set for jump here to look at that Hurricanes lineup, and they go really small. It's likely going to be Rempel who takes the tap against, looks like it's going to be against Gaio Isaiah, as Harrison Florian has stepped back there on the defensive end. So the leaper Isaiah against Logan Rempel. And we're underway here. The last time these two teams met, they put up over 250 points. That was late season in the regular season last year. Over 250 points on the scoreboard. And they are the top 2 offenses in the league. With the Hurricanes, they come in averaging an even 100. The Tommies, 92.5. Going to take a bunch of points to win this one. Dervisevic with the miss. Rebound for Isaiah. Isaiah behind the back, right at the bucket. He can't get it to go. Rebound Florian. Harrison Florian. He was getting in extra work before the game. Can't get that one to go down. We played 45 seconds and no scores. Not going to happen too many times in this one. 45 seconds and no points, I don't think. Thompson for Rempel. Rempel, he's silk from three-point land. Logan Rempel, almost 16 points and 7 rebounds a game. nearly 45% shooter from deep. Isaiah for Paul, Tyrese. Rebounded by Rempel. Back to Rempel. Dervisevic in the corner. He's going to drive, put one up. That one's going to be out of bounds. Officials for this one: Mr. Dave Gallagher, Mr. Michael Murray, and Mr. Donnie Forsyth. They are the three men in charge, making sure all goes according to Hoyle. Here in this one. Florian for Campbell. Back to Florian in the post. Harrison gets his own offensive rebound and puts it back up. 0 for 3 start for Harrison Florian. Unlikely, as Florian shoots almost 60%, 57 and change for Harrison Florian. Third best field goal shooter in the league. Isaiah on the miss. Campbell on the rebound. Back for Florian. And Tyrese Paul. Trey Campbell for 3. That one goes down. We're tied at 3. Menzies on the drive, knocked away by Isaiah. Menzies, the second leading scorer in the league. Kyrie Thompson is third. Menzies averages an even 20. Thompson 19 and a half. 2 and 3 scorers in the league. Of course, everyone's trailing Noah McCarthy of the Mount Allison Mounties. I think he's up around 21 or 22 points now is McCarthy. Florian takes the inbound pass right away from Dervisevic. Dervisevic thinks, how is that not just stealing it out of my hands? Referees don't call it, and now it's Florian in the front court. For Campbell. Looking for the roll with Florian, knocked away by Rempel into the hands of Dervisevic. Dervisevic for Menzies. Menzies against Paul, nice pass inside, and it's kicked to the corner for the shooting Dervisevic. That one bounds over the backboard and out of bounds. We played nearly 3 minutes, and it's 3 up here. The team's not with the best shooting start of the game. Getting good looks on both ends. Isaiah for Campbell, back to Gaio Isaiah. For Jeffrey Lavoie, Lavoie, one dribble, and he scores 2. Lavoie, he's 5th in the conference at over 51% field goal percentage. Rempel for 3, and nothing but silk again for Logan Rempel. Rempel, 4th leading three-point shooter here in the ACAA at over 44%. It's going to be an offensive foul called on Jeffrey Lavoie. Ethan Tumwine quickly off the bench for Lavoie as Lavoie picks up his second. Big foul of part of the Tommies, Jeffrey Lavoie to get 2. This makes it a bit of an uphill battle now for STU, with maybe arguably their best scorer in Lavoie on the bench. Rempel again from deep, front rim that time, put back by McCauley is good. Paul with a tough catch against Rempel, ahead for Campbell. And Florian lays it in for 2. Tumwine almost had to steal, but Kyrie Thompson comes out of the pack with it, and Tumwine, the little body check from behind. Vince Littleton set to check in for Trey Campbell. Coach Kendrick with a little instruction for Dervisevic on the inbound. Little something there as well said that also makes Florian have a little smile. Thompson step back 2-pointer. Isaiah for Paul, has Florian again for the lay-in. Jurvicevic loses the handle. That pass a little too hot from Jalen Menzies. Spoke with the coaching staffs on both sides before the game. Coach Hickey, as usual, not a lot to say. Talked about the injuries, talked about the ability to get that number one line and thinking that's really important. Said this is a really big game here. This one keeps that alive for the Tommies. And if you can avoid playing 3 on the weekend and getting into a dangerous quarterfinal game, you'd like to do that. For the Hurricanes, a great chat with assistant coach Lonnie States. A little bit with Coach Kendrick as well. Coach States and I covered all kinds of topics. The Maritime Women's Basketball Association, the new East Coast League, in which he's going to be a coach for the Charlottetown Power franchise. See some of their scheduling released this weekend. I think it's the St. John Union. I saw part of their schedule out. So look up that. You're interested in a new professional league here in the Maritimes. And, of course, lots of talk on this Hurricane team. Said they had a little tough one against Mount A last weekend and a great performance from Noah McCarthy. Scored 40 against them and drug Mount A to the win in that one. Hurricanes got into some foul trouble, had some pretty deep foul problems in overtime. That one went. And a little bit of misbelief on the part of the Hurricanes to say, hey, we're in first place, but the two teams behind us in our own league are ranked and we're not. What gives there? I think what gives there, in fact, are the number of games remaining. Hurricanes got 3 left to play this upcoming week. Wednesday at UKC, Friday at UNBSJ, before hosting UKC to wrap it up on Sunday. Tommies have the extra win on the board, of course the extra loss as well. They only have a game at Mount A left to play. So Tommy's final regular season home game. Macaulay with a make there. Pushes the lead up to 4. Tumwine, he's been garnering more playing time as the season's gone on here for the Tommies coaching staff. And of course, with Amos and Villain on the injury list, sure he'll get more here as well. That's Hoyt out of the corner. He's checked in for Stu. Tyrese Paul goes to the lane, draws a foul on the spin move. Paul averaging over 12 points and 4.5 rebounds a game. 81% free throw shooter. Absolutely sparkling grad ceremony here between games. Coach Connors with great presentation to his 5 seniors on the women's side. Coach Hickey, presentations to Lavoie and Tyrese Paul. And that wasn't enough to get a big softie like me a little choked up. A little visit from the Tommy men volleyballers with a little thank you for work I've done for them this year. Certainly been my pleasure to be bringing you all the action here from Tommy Land all season long. Court sports, and here throughout men's and women's basketball and volleyball. And even got snuck in a few women's hockey games as a fill-in this year as well. What a fun season it's been for me. And of course, still got the ACAA championships coming up after this one to round out the season. Littleton on the miss. Tumwine on the offensive glass. Big rebound there amongst the Sia maroon shirts. Littleton that time makes it, puts the Tommies in front. Foul on the rebound. It's going to go on Tumwine. That's going to be his second. Trey Campbell quickly off the bench for Stu to replace Tumwine. That puts the Hurricanes in bonus. 5 team fouls on the Tommies, 1 on Holland College. Rempel to the line, misses the first. Logan Rempel, 15.5 points, almost 7 boards, 68% free throw shooter. high percentage shooter from deep, 44%. Pretty much the same as his field goal percentage for Logan Rempel. Uncharacteristic 2 misses there for Rempel. Rempel out of Grand Prairie, Alberta. Campbell with the miss. Rebound Rempel. Off to Chris Cheatham. Cheatham out of Dallas, Texas. First year with the Hurricanes out of Briarcrest College previous. Briarcrest in the ACAA. Outside, Campbell. 3. Cheatham on Littleton. Campbell with the help. Steal by Tyrese Paul. Finds Gaio Isaiah. He's got Tanner Hoyt in the corner. Gaio had his sights set on the rim with a rim run, but it was knocked away, I believe, by Kyrie Thompson. Now it's Dervisevic and Menzies in for Rempel and Thompson. One injury of note for the Hurricanes, Marcellus Taliaferro. Taliaferro out of Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Had one complete game for the Hurricanes to start the second half, and what a game that was he had. Then it was injured very early in the game against Mount Allison that followed. And went out with a broken hand or a hand injury, still heavily wrapped. Not ruled out, though, for the conference championship. Taliaferro, 6'7" player, started his ACAA career with a bang. And by that I mean an alley-oop right off the very first play of the game for Taliaferro. I think he had 20 and over 10 rebounds in that first game. Be a dynamic player to see in action. A tough task to come back from a hand injury and jump right into playoffs. But not ruled out. We'll see how that goes for the Hurricanes. McCauley with a sneaky offensive rebound. Pardon me, that's Nick Mills, number 9. Not 6, Jack McCauley. Dervisevic, 1-footer. No good. Back for Chris Cheatham. Cheatham directs some traffic. Over for Jack McCauley. McCauley with a deep one. Drains it. Not much Harrison Florian could do on that. That was about a 32-footer from McCauley. 19-16 Tommies. Outside Campbell for 3 again. Dervisevic for Menzies. To the corner for Mills. Mills against Florian. McCauley takes the 3, makes the 3. Nearly a steal by Jalen Menzies on the inbound for Campbell. Coach Kendrick says that was tipped. Officials say, no, sir. Isaiah with good patience, let the defenders go by. Now he'll dribble to the front court. Florian, guarded by Mills. Littleton, kick to the corner, Tanner Hoyt. He's a three-point shooter, offside of the backboard. Rebound, Isaiah. McCauley with the look away, kick pass to the corner for Menzies. Three-pointer no good. Dervisevic on the putback. Under a minute to go, 1-point game first quarter. It's going to be a foul underneath on the pass. It's going to go on Chris Cheatham. On the pass intended for Harrison Florian. Third team foul on the Hurricanes. Cheatham's first. Lebois has 2 for the Tommies. Important foul there. Campbell for three. He's feeling it. Trey Campbell, his third triple of the quarter. Give him 9. 25-21 Tommies. Cheatham steps on the end line. 17.7 seconds left in the quarter. It's going to go over to STU. Hurricanes set up the press. It's a pretty good one. They generate a lot of steals. First in the conference in turnovers forced at 24 a game are the Hurricanes. Tanner Hoyt for Vince Littleton with 2 on the game clock. Littleton defended by Cheatham. Long shot put up at the buzzer is no good by Jack McCauley. End of the first quarter, Tommies 25, Hurricanes 21. High scoring affair as expected. Said in the video to tee this one up, I think it's going to be at least 95 points is going to be required to win this game. We're pretty much on pace for that, especially from the STU side. Don't be surprised if we end up over 100 on both sides before this one is over. Both of these teams can score. Coach Kendrick animated here. No, that's not Coach Kendrick. That's Coach States in the huddle. Coach Kendrick, the quiet conversation with referee Dave Gallagher about something going on here. Think animated, you think Holland Hurricanes coach, you think that's going to be Tim Kendrick. Instead, it's Lonnie States in the huddle with the Hurricanes, getting them all fired up here to start this quarter. Looks like Kyrie Thompson animated as well in the huddle. And you know what? Looking down, that might not even been Coach States in the huddle. Steps out from behind the post for me. May have just been the Hurricane players that were animated in their huddle, getting each other fired up. Coach Kendrick's in there now. Coach Hickey calm on the Tommy sideline. Instructions to the Tommy troops. Lavoie and his 2 fouls back on the court to start the second quarter, along with Tanner Hoyt, Trey Campbell, Gaio Isaiah, and Harrison Florian. Tommy's ball to start the quarter. McCauley, Menzies, Cheatham, Mills, and Dervisevic for the Hurricanes. Menzies picked off by Lavoie. That's going to be an unsporty on Almond Dervisevic. Prevented a layup or likely dunk from Jeffrey Lavoie. This is going to be 2 shots and the ball, as that would have been a breakaway foul. Again, unsportsmanlike because of the breakaway situation. I wish there were a different name for that foul than the unsportsmanlike. Although it might have been an intentional grab, it certainly wasn't with malicious intent or anything like that on the part of Dervisevic. Lavoie makes the second. Lavoie, 16.6 rebounds a game and a 70% free throw shooter. Tommy's +5. They'll get the ball with 14 on the shot clock. Inbounding in the front court, Isaiah to Lavoie. Lavoie from 15. Silky. Mills back for McCauley. McCauley on the spin. Nice pass inside for Nick Mills, and Mills finishes. Beautiful look from Jack McCauley. Just dumped it over the top, and Mills had the layup. Florian outside for Campbell. He's already got 3 threes. Now Florian in the post. Harrison rejected by Nick Mills, but comes away with the ball. 7 on the shot clock for Lavoie. Lavoie over Dervisevic. Too strong. Florian back up and in to beat the buzzer. Macaulay for Dervisevic. Dervisevic at Florian. Nice stop by Harrison there on Dervisevic. Cheatham, the long distance 2. Going to be a push on the back by Alman Dervisevic on Trey Campbell. Foul on Dervisevic. His first, team's first of the quarter. Logan Rempel. Vicente Balaton, number 4, into the game for Holland, along with number 13, Spencer Rossiter. Balaton out of Surrey, BC, second year of eligibility. Played at UPI before joining the Hurricanes. Nice pass from Lavoie to Isaiah. Gallo loses the handle and is caught on the end line in that one. And Spencer Rossiter, second year guard out of Summerside on the island. Balaton averages 3 points a game and Rossiter a couple for this Hurricane squad. Cheatham. Oh, Trey Campbell with the big block. Hurricanes wanted that one called goaltending off the glass. Ruled that Trey Campbell got there. Florian gets the jump ball as he dives to the front court. It's a tie up with Balaton. Ball over to the Tommies. What a defensive play there by Trey Campbell on the block. And ruled there by referee Dave Gallagher. I'm sure that's what Coach Kendrick was asking about. Said that was not off the glass, that he got it before it hit the glass. Was not a goaltend. Nice cut by Lavoie, nice feed by Florian. Jeffrey Lavoie finishes. He'll go to the line with an opportunity for the three-point play the old way. Second foul on Chris Cheatham. Timeout taken as the Tommies can go up by 10 with a make here on the line by Lavoie. Timeout, Hurricanes. These teams have played twice before. It was a split on the island. January 28th, the Tommies lost 96-91 to Holland College. No Gallo Isaiah in that game. Tyrese Paul, 16 points, 8 rebounds. Littleton and Lavoie, 15 each. Ethan Tumwine, maybe his best game as a Tommy. Double-double, 13 points, 10 boards. Kyrie Thompson, 25 points, 7 rebounds. Jalen Menzies, 25 points, 4 rebounds, 6 assists, 4 steals. Stu committed 5 more turnovers and 13 more fouls than the Hurricanes did. Big discrepancy from the free throw line. Stu only 10 of 14, while the Hurricanes 23 of 33. The next day on the 29th, Tommies won 101-92. Tyrese Paul with another good game, 23 points, 11 rebounds. Owen Amos, 20 points and 8 of 11 field goals. Gallo Isaiah returned to action with 15 points, 9 rebounds, 5 assists. Jack McCauley had 24 and Jalen Menzies 23 for Holland. Kyrie Thompson a double-double, 19 points, 10 boards. Field goal percentage, Stu outshot the Hurricanes 56-39. Tommies plus 12 in rebounds. 3-point field goals made were pretty close, but the Hurricanes 10 of 41, Stu 9 of 20, so much better percentage. The Tommies plus 10 on free throws as well. Laid up and in by Rempel. Cuts the lead to 8. Isaiah for Hoyt. Back for Isaiah. He's going to drive, put the shoulder down, and he's going to score 2. Tough to stop when Gallo Isaiah gets low like that and gets towards the rim with balance. He's one strong individual, is Gaio Isaiah, and a great leaper on top of it all. Rempel outside Balaton. That rims out, rebound Isaiah. Ahead for Hoyt. For Campbell. Campbell in a little bit of trouble there. Picked up by Jalen Menzies. Menzies against Isaiah. Good defense there by Isaiah not to pick up the foul, but Menzies gets 2. Florian on the outside. Tanner Hoyt thought about 3. Instead, he'll dribble in, take the 2-pointer, and make the 2-pointer. Tanner Hoyt averages 11 points a game for Stu, the former Seawolf. Started with big games for the Tommies this season. Has cooled off a bit since. Balaton inside over Isaiah scores. Hoyt for Florian. Trey Campbell with 4 on the shot clock inside for Florian. Off rim, rebound fought for, but it's all purple shirts. And the Hurricanes take it away. Menzies alone for 3. Tyrese Paul gets free. Can't make the jumper, but Florian's on the offensive glass. Kicks it to the cutting Isaiah. A lot of contact, no call. Rempel hits the deck. Chris Druken and Kyrie Thompson enter the game for Holland College. Littleton is in for Stu. Druken, Shea Heights, Newfoundland, second-year guard, 6'3". Looks like he's going to match up with Harrison Florian. There is Druken in the post against Florian. Kicks it back outside for Rossiter. Menzies, 3-pointer, too strong. It's going to be off the wire on top. Out of bounds, ball to the Tommies. Inbounded for Campbell. Druken with a reach in on Florian on the drive, knocks it out of bounds. Good quick hands by Chris Druken. Florian does have the size advantage inside height-wise. Let's see if they look for Florian. There he is on the inbound catch outside for Campbell. Paul against Menzies. Tyrese Paul goes into the contact that time. Can't get it to go down, and the Hurricanes are standing on the end line again. Tyrese Paul on the drive again. He picks up the foul. This will probably go on Kyrie Thompson. That goes on Kyrie Thompson. Coach Kendrick says check the foul count. 4-0 on the Hurricanes. Went the other way in the first quarter. It was the Tommies picking up a bunch of fouls before the Hurricanes caught up a little later in the quarter. Tyrese Paul misses on the first. Tyrese, an 81% free throw shooter on the season coming in. Misses them both. Thompson for Druken. Back for Thompson. Thompson uses the Druken screen. Oh, a little chicken wing there around Harrison Florian. And it's timeout Tommies. Thompson might have been lucky there not to get called for the hook. At least it looked like it from up here around Harrison Florian. And it's timeout, Tommies. As they'll regroup. Close game as expected here. Coach Kendrick continuing to work the officials. He's a master at that. Last games for these teams. Holland coming off, as mentioned, a loss in overtime last weekend against Mount A. Noah McCarthy with that big 40-point game, 40 and 7 rebounds. Tim Ellison with a 10.23 rebound effort. Jonas Monroe, 16 points, 9 rebounds. Jalen Menzies and Kyrie Thompson, big stat lines for the Hurricanes. Menzies, 28 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 5 steals. Thompson, 25 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists, 3 steals. Hurricanes were outshot on the free throw line. They were 16 of 28. Mount A, if what I've written down here is correct, 28 of 51. That seems like an awful lot of free throws, 51. Could be a typo on my part. Mount A committed 32 turnovers, but they won the rebounding battle decisively, 65-43. STU coming off a tight one and a high-scoring one yesterday in St. John. They won 96-93 over the Seawolves. Gaio Isaiah, 20 points, 4 rebounds, 5 assists. Jeffrey Lavoie, 15 points, 3 rebounds. Aiden Cotters played all 40 minutes. A double-double, 24 points, 10 rebounds for STU. Ethan Zamurda, 22 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists. Both teams over 52% field goals. The Tommies, many more free throws. 25 attempts to only 11 by UNBSJ. Basket is good. There's going to be a foul on Harrison Florian pushing after his score. Referee Donnie Forsyth says let's control this after the play. Foul on Florian, his first, team's first of the quarter. Seems inconsequential now. We'll see how that goes later in the game. Menzies for Thompson. Thompson launches for 3 over Tumwine. Druken with a tap on the rebound, and Rempel controls and puts up a 3-pointer. Logan Rempel hits his 3rd 3 of the game. Tumwine back for Isaiah. Isaiah on the drive outside Littleton. Tumwine out of the corner for 3. Ethan Tumwine, the FHS product, making an impact here in his minutes on the court. Menzies around the screen, Thompson around the screen. Gets right to the bucket for 2. 3-point game, under 3 to play here, first half. Isaiah for Tumwine. Paul in the post, deflected by Rempel. I think Tyrese was trying to make his move there before he caught the ball on that one, and Rempel, the nice deflection, step through. Timeout Holland with 2:25 to go in a 3-point game. First half. Good to see former Tommy and cousin of mine, Joshua Simons, in the house this afternoon. Josh back from Alberta for a little family event on his part of the family there. Got me caught up on all the family gossip here before this one. Having a little visit with Spencer Jeffrey, who was here watching daughter Alyssa play in the women's game. Bit surprising to see Spencer not in game action himself, as he's an official somewhere today with all the high school sectionals happening. Some ACAA games around the province as well. Spencer well positioned in, I believe he's in the Sussex area. Can hit St. John, Fredericton, Moncton, or Mount A pretty easily. He's involved in a lot of games at high levels. Pretty good official. Good to get caught up with Cuz as well. Always good to see former Tommies in the house. Again, if you are around, and I do encourage you to come on around for the ACAA tournament March 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Feel free to stop up here to the webcast position to say hello. Always great to know who we're talking to out there. And thanks to the regular followers online. Do enjoy bringing this to you. Certainly my privilege here from my perch in the pit. Isaiah at the rim lays it up over for 2 points. Hoyt and Druken with a little battle there around the free throw line. Menzies for Rempel. Rempel for Druken, picked off by Isaiah. Paul to the floor. Druken picks it up into the hands of Kyrie Thompson. The shot clock reset, shouldn't have. Coach Hickey quick out of the huddle there to say no reset. This will be Hurricanes ball. It's just a matter of what's on the shot clock setting. We'll put 4 on the shot clock. A little quick on the reset there on the table. Loose ball. It did look like the Tommies had it. Tough job sometimes on the resets, the loose ball situations. Rempel for 3. Again, that's a rainbow that finds the pot of gold for Logan Rempel. That's 4 3-pointers for Rempel. Tumwine shoots that one partially blocked. Rempel on the save. But we're going to have an out of bounds called on the Hurricanes. They get caught with their toes in the tulips there on the end line. Coach Hickey and Kendrick with some words there. We're going to have a foul, I believe, on Spencer Rossiter on the hack, and that will be the 5th team foul. This will send Tyrese Paul to the line as the Tommies in the bonus. Good job by Coach Hickey here to get through this first half. And the Tommies, Lavoie with those 2 early fouls. Haven't seen him much in this quarter. Looks like we're going to get through with only the 2 on Lavoie unless I missed one somewhere. Wouldn't expect we'll see him back as long as the Tommies stay here in a tight game with the Hurricanes. Paul made the first. Second, rattles off the rim and in. Shot missed, rebound Tanner Hoyt. Hoyt loses the handle, can't control it out of bounds. Jack McCauley will check in for the Hurricanes. Chris Druken will go to the bench. Good minutes there for Chris Druken. Thompson to the rim, fouled by Kyrie. Fouled by Trey Campbell. Thompson, 61% free throw shooter. Makes the first. Tommies go small here with Tyrese Paul being the most length on the court. We're going to change that in a hurry. Tyrese will come off and Harrison Florian will check back in. Chris Cheatham is in for Spencer Rossiter as well. So the Hurricanes go with a super quick lineup here. Thompson, Cheatham, and Menzies all have jets. Speaking of jets, there's Gaio Isaiah. Passes off to Tanner Hoyt for Florian. Trey Campbell launches for three. That one rims around and through. Campbell's fourth three of the game gives Stu a 5-point lead. 30 seconds to go first half. Rempel dishes inside. Kyrie Thompson with the finish. Tommies can play for the last shot of the half. Instead, it's Thompson with the steal and then a foul by Vince Littleton. We'll give the ball to the Hurricanes. Only the Tommies' second team foul. Quick hands by Kyrie Thompson. Littleton second. Ben Duell will check in for Vince Littleton. And Tyrese Paul for Harrison Florian. So now the Hurricanes, chance to cut the 3-point lead, and they can play for the, no, they can't quite pay for the last shot. 15 on the game clock, 14 on the shot clock. Back for Menzies. For Rempel. Rempel for three. Rempel fouled shooting the three. It's going to go on Trey Campbell. Campbell didn't think so. Early shot there for the Hurricanes. Rempel got one he liked and pulled the trigger. It's going to be the second on Campbell. Rempel, 68% free throw shooter. Hurricanes not on the line here. Big faith in Rempel to make them all, and he does. That's going to give Rempel at least 15 on the game, I believe. 4 threes and the 3 free throws for Rempel. Isaiah with 2 on the clock. Back for it, Tyrese Paul. He launches. It's no good. And it doesn't get much tighter than 49-49 at halftime. The high-scoring game we expected. The first quarter was Stu plus 4 at 25-21. The second quarter, it is Holland plus 4 to tie us at 49. Fans, we've got 14 and a half minutes on the board here before the second half. Come on back. It's going to be a real good second half. I'm Bill Gibson. You're watching ACAA.tv and Tommy's TV on YouTube. Get yourself a refreshment and come on back for the second half. Good afternoon once again, fans. I'm Bill Gibson. You're watching ACAA.tv and Tommy's TV on YouTube. Tight game as expected here. Hurricanes and Tommies locked in a 49-all tie at halftime. Look at your leading scorers from the first half. For Holland College, Logan Rempel, 17 points on 3 of 5 from the line and 4 of 6 from three-point land. He adds 5 rebounds for the Hurricanes. Jack McCauley, Kyrie Thompson, 10 points each. Hurricanes shot 51% from the field, 44 from three-point land, and 67 from the free throw line. The Tommies, they shot 45, 54, and 73, respectively. Leading the Tommies, it's Trey Campbell and his 15. 5 of 6 from deep for Trey Campbell. Harrison Florian and Jeffrey Lavoie with 8 points each. Lavoie's 8 points coming in only 6 minutes as he picked up 2 personal fouls. Assist with the scoring on the Tommy side. Florian, 5 rebounds as well. Nothing else jumps out as significant differences on the stat line, as you would expect in a 49-49 game. Things are pretty close. Tommies, 7 of 13 from deep. Hurricanes, 7 of 16. Hurricanes, 6 of 9 from the free throw line. Tommies, 8 of 11. Tommies shoot 17 of 38, and it's 18 of 35 for Holland College. Pretty tight. Set to go here the second half. That's Rempel for Thompson with Dervisevic. McCauley and Menzies. They're your 5 Hurricanes. Tommies get the first 2 of the second half for the Tommies. Campbell, Lavoie, Paul, Isaiah, and Florian. Menzies on the putback off the rebound, no good. Rebound Tyrese Paul for Trey Campbell. Campbell for Florian. Florian with the moves, off glass scores 2. Harrison Florian takes Jack McCauley to school there and shows him the offensive touch. Nice cut there and nice finish by Kyrie Thompson. Great feed from Alman Dervisevic. Tommies with numbers. Isaiah lost the handle for a second, but corrals it and scores 2. Thompson for 3. Rebound, Tyrese Paul. Gaio Isaiah attacks the bucket, gets his own rebound, kicks it out for Trey Campbell, who fakes, now shoots a 3. Campbell, 6 from deep, give him 18 on the game. Tyrese Paul bumped off a screen. Back for Isaiah and Campbell. Campbell from the baseline. He's feeling it. He scores again. Timeout Hurricanes as the Tommies push out in front with a great start here to quarter number 3. Trey Campbell on fire for the Tommies in this game. From 49-49, it's an 11-4 run. And there's the animated Coach Kendrick in the huddle. That's what I thought we were getting earlier. Coach Kendrick not happy with the defensive effort here to start this half. Pulls a speech out of the back pocket. He's done this one a whole number of times, I'm sure. That's Coach Kendrick, and he is talking about getting back for sure. That's the message here to the Hurricanes. Because you got to get back. Coach Kendrick not afraid to go deep into that bench and run a whole bunch of new players on the court if the ones he's got out there aren't doing what he wants. And out of the huddle, they will send out Cheatham, Menzies, Rempel, Mills, and McCauley. For the Tommies, Isaiah, Florian, Paul, Campbell, and Lavoie. Cheatham for McCauley, now Menzies. Menzies met by Florian, and Jalen Menzies is going to pick up a frustration foul. First on the Hurricanes. It's like the second on Menzies. Paul for Lavoie. Isaiah for Campbell, Lavoie in the post. Lavoie, nice pass for Harrison Florian. Big fellow with the step through, gets his own rebound, tries to step through the other way. Jump ball as Rempel and Florian. Coach Hickey says, hey, big fella, go up the same side. You don't need to try all the up and unders, just go right up. Catch for Florian against Mills for Lavoie. Isaiah had low post, but now leaves the position. Campbell was looking for Florian, taken away by Nick Mills. Ooh, several fans wanted to travel there. I didn't think it was. Paul gets a hand on the Nick Mills put back. Cheatham on the inbound for McCauley. McCauley, the kick out for Cheatham. Rempel on the drive, loses the handle on the way in, not deflected. Logan Rempel says, oh, I thought it was. Referee right there says, no way. Isaiah for Lavoie. Lavoie against Rempel. Spins, kicks out. Campbell, another deep shot. Front rim that time. Ball into the hands of Chris Cheatham. Cheatham kicks to the corner. One dribble. McCauley, 3 points. Lavoie for the answer. No good. The rebound for McCauley. He's going to push to the front court. He's going to get right to the rim. Now backs it up, spins around, finds Mills, slapped away by Isaiah. Travel called, I think, on Jalen Menzies. Littleton and Hoyt check in. Florian and Campbell will go out. Cross-court pass, Lavoie moves it once more for Littleton. Three-pointer, no good. Rebound, McCauley again. Cheatham for Menzies, picked off by Lavoie into the hands of Isaiah. Isaiah, nice pass for Hoyt. Backboard slap for McCauley, doesn't get ball. Cheatham makes a two. Had to look there for the referee signal. Only a two. Taken away by Menzies. Menzies at Paul. Fouled by Tyrese Paul. And Jalen Menzies will go to the line. Decent crowd here for a February afternoon. Ethan Tumwine set to check in at the next opportunity. Menzies makes the second. That will allow Tumwine to come into the game for Tyrese Paul. Lavoie, baseline drive. He's going to be fouled by Nick Mills, and Jeffrey Lavoie will go to the line. Lavoie, 70% free throw shooter, makes the first. Lavoie in his senior season, recognized before the game. Out of a Cole secondary, Bernice Deloche. There, I got that one in. That's out of Ottawa for Mr. Lavoie. The visit last game from Jeff's father. I believe the Lavoie family on hand here this afternoon to see Jeff's final home game. Tumwine for three, makes it again, Ethan Tumwine. Quality play off the bench for the Tommies. Crowd loves that one. Kick to the corner for Rempel, he's danger. 3 points, Logan Rempel. These teams just continue to go toe-to-toe. Lavoie loses the handle, tip, knocks it out of bounds. Ball over to the Hurricanes. Chris Druken checks in for Nick Mills. Druken and Cheatham. Little discussion there in the back corner as they bring the ball up. Cheatham knocked away by Littleton. Littleton knocks it off of Menzies. That's going to be Tommy's ball. Quick hands by Vince Littleton. Littleton of late has been coming off the bench for the Tommies. He had his hands picked there by Chris Cheatham. Littleton can sometimes have a tendency to get the high dribble going away from his body. I think he might have had it there that allowed Cheatham to get the steal. Lavoie knifes to the net for two. Rempel uses the screen, now kicks back for Menzies. Menzies for three. 1 point game again. Lavoie with a pass to the corner, nobody's there. McCauley calls the play. Cheatham brings the ball up the court. Rempel set in the low post. McCauley kicks for Cheatham. Back for Menzies. Now Rempel. Spin shot. That one was to beat the buzzer. No rim there. That's going to be a 24-second violation. Three-pointer made, Vince Littleton. Rempel looks to answer. That one rimmed out. Taken by Hoyt on the carom. Knocked out by Logan Rempel. Good tip there by Rempel on the defensive end. Looked like a streak in Ethan Tumwine in the corner there. It's the intended recipient. That gets down in behind the post in my obstructed view seats here in the pit, as many of them are. Oh, nice pass from Lavoie to the cutting Tumwine. Tumwine's got at least 8 in this one now. McCauley with the fake drive, taken away by Tumwine. What a good player he's turning out to be for the Tommies. Littleton acrobatic reverse doesn't go down. It's an aggressive move by Vince Littleton. I think you'll live with that shot if you're the Tommies. Rempel, tough catch on the far side. Has a Druken screen, picked up by Tanner Hoyt. One on the shot clock. They beat the shot clock, doesn't bank in though. Gaio Isaiah on the big rebound. He loses a handle, but he gets it right back. Now Tanner Hoyt in the corner for the deep ball. Lavoie can't bat the rebound. Rempel with the catch. Isaiah pestering him as well. Now Menzies will attack the rim, fouled by Vince Littleton. And Jalen Menzies with a slap to the back wall that he can't convert. 5'10" guard of Toronto will go to the line. Elman Dervisevic will check in for Logan Rempel. Spencer Rossiter checks in for Jack McCauley. 29.6 on the game clock here in the quarter. The way these teams, two teams go, still time for 10 points or so. Campbell is set to check in. Menzies misses the second. Rebound to Lavoie. Kicked out, picked off by Cheatham though. Cheatham among the league leaders, if not the league leader in steals. Cheatham misses the three. Rebound Lavoie. Cheatham is second in steals. Has a couple here in this one. Back for Rossiter. Spencer Rossiter beats the buzzer. Isaiah on the heave. Spencer Rossiter with the three-pointer late in the quarter cuts it to a 2-point Tommy lead. Tommies get 25 in the quarter. Score after 3 quarters, Tommies 74. Hurricanes 72. Fans, you like basketball like this, you're going to love the ACAA championships. Women's and men's go here March 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Wide open to me on both sides. The quarterfinal matchups even, usually you think there's going to be some walkovers there. They are not going to be easy games in the quarterfinals. Quality teams up and down this conference. Talking with Coach States before the game, we both said, hey, it's not good for national rankings, but nobody realizes how good the talent and the teams are in this conference. There are easily 4 and 5 teams on both men's and women's that you could make an argument can walk away with a title this upcoming weekend. 2 weekends away in the upcoming tournament. One more weekend of play, and then we're back here for the tournament. The Tommies as hosts. Tommies can still get the bye on the men's side through to the semifinal. Top 6 make the playoffs. 1 and 2 get the byes. Great action starts Friday, March 3rd at 11. 11 and 1 are the women's quarters. 3 and 5 are the men's quarters on that Friday. ACAA.ca. Click championships. Check out all the information there. Tournament passes are already available. GoTommies.ca. And when you're on GoTommies.ca, don't forget to check out. The Progressive Lottery, that usually runs about $1,000 when the prize goes. Get in on that draw, support Tommy Athletics. Nice time of year for a little prize. Heading into March break. Dervisevic. The deep ball rims out for Alman Dervisevic. I was ready to put that one on the board. Florian has one rim out as well. Back out for Lavoie, knocked around, and Campbell picks it up. 7 on the shot clock. Tumwine for Isaiah with 2 to shoot. Campbell knows it. He's got a 3. Trey Campbell with his best game as a Tommy makes another 3-pointer. I think that's 6 or 7 for Campbell from deep. Rossiter for Menzies. Menzies again draws a foul. This is going to be on Lavoie. Lavoie doesn't like that call. Thompson and McCauley in for Cheatham and Rossiter. Lavoie's 3rd foul. Team's first this quarter. Jeffrey Lavoie, who got 2 very early in the first. In fact, only 6 minutes in the first half. Done well to make it through all the way to the 4th quarter here before picking up that 3rd one. Menzies can't make the 2nd one. Drukin fights for the rebound as Lavoie comes out. Now Campbell. Campbell sidesteps a defender. The putback by Gaio Isaiah. And that's just straight there by Gaio Isaiah on that putback. There were multiple hands on that ball, and Isaiah just said, I'm stronger than you. I'm putting that one back up and in. McCauley from deep, front rim. Rebound, Trey Campbell. Off for Gaio Isaiah. Gaio this time with the spin. He was hacked on the way to the rim. That's going to go on Chris Drukin. Drukin's first, team's first. Rempel in for Dervisevic. They are rolling. This is a shooting foul. Isaiah will go to the line. Look for a second like we were lining up for the inbounds play. Isaiah, a bit of a strange looking motion from the line with a little late hesitation. But he does shoot it at a really high percentage, 74. Violation on the free throw. Coach Kendrick says it was Harrison Florian that was the first one in. And now they're going to get together, talk about this one. Drukin points to him. Now they say they both won at the same time, so Isaiah does get a retry here. Again, has that little strange motion with a little late hesitation. It is not to deceive, that is the way he shoots them. McCauley loses a handle out of bounds. He says, I think I was fouled or it was off somebody there. Timeout called by the Hurricanes with the Tommies now up 8 here in the 4th quarter. Coach Kendrick's looking for an explanation on how that one wasn't a foul or out off the Tommies. Master at working the officials is Tim Kendrick. Now he'll rejoin the huddle. Fans, I mentioned it in the women's game. I'll say it here again. Final 12 teams were decided this weekend. AAA boys will be an all-Fredericton matchup. Leo Hayes from the north side with a miraculous playoff run to get themselves to Harbor Station. They'll take on FHS, who hosted the sectional. Miramichi Valley and St. Malachy's in the women's AAA. And the only other one I know is Carleton North versus Miramichi Valley in the boys AA. Wasn't able yet to track down scores on the rest of them, or I'll pass those along. So if you're not watching ACAA action next weekend, the Final 12 is in St. John at Harbor Station in high school basketball in the province. Always a great weekend there at the high school level. I enjoy getting out as many high school games as I can, and in fact, covered a couple tournaments. Maritime Invitational, where I saw a number of teams that are going to be in St. John, and the Rick Cotter Classic on the PA. Did some other FHS games as well. Whole lot of fun for me to get out and do that when I can, in addition to my duties here in Tommytown. Florian against Druken. Druken got a little piece on the shot of Florian as he raised the ball. Druken fakes the three, now kicks to Rempel. Guarded by Lavoie. Florian against Rempel now. Campbell steps in, big kick to the corner for Macaulay. Too strong. Florian on the board. Rips it away from Logan Rempel. We are pausing the game to wipe up the floor. Here we go. Wasn't sure what we had going on there. Referee Donnie Forsyth will do the icky shuffle here for a little bit. Clean the sweat off the floor. Get rid of the perspiration situation. Just under 7.5 to go in the fourth quarter. The Tommies +8 in a high-scoring affair, as we expected here between these two teams. Tommies, if they win out, they can get all the way to the number 1 line here in the conference. Hurricanes have some games in hand, but Tommies with a win here would have tie breaks against the Hurricanes and the Mystics. Isaiah knocked away. Ahead for Menzies. Menzies with a little slam jammer. Hurricanes can put points on the board in a hurry. This is a long way from over in a 6-point game. A long, long way from over. Probably going to take another 18 to 20 points to win this one at least. Lavoie on the spin for Florian. 4 on the shot clock. Little baby Hawk bounces off the rim. Tumwine fights for it, but it's Kyrie Thompson who gets the ball. Thompson with speed into the paint. Thompson doesn't get it to go, and it's Lavoie who goes on the run. Back for Trey Campbell, who launches a 3. It doesn't go down, but Kyrie Thompson fouled him in the act. We're going to shoot 3 free throws. Cheatham in for Druken. And Tyrese Paul in for Harrison Florian. Trey Campbell, 73% shooter. Well above his season average in points. He averaged just about 8. He's somewhere around the 20 mark, maybe a little better. Is Trey Campbell in this one. He had 15 at half, I believe. Let me just check the score sheet one more time from half. Yeah, he had 15, so he's got to be in the low to mid-20s at this point. He's got a couple more makes this half, and now these 3 on the line. Knocks down all 3. Lead back up to 9 for Stu. Cheatham loses the handle, picked up by Tyrese Paul. Ahead for Lavoie. The Tommies on the push. Outside Tumwine for a deep shot. Bounces around, rebound Rempel. Trey Campbell gets the reach on Logan Rempel. That's a foul you don't need to pick up if you're Trey Campbell. Coach Hickey not going to say too much about it. Campbell's third, team second. 6:04 to go here in the fourth. Cheatham for Menzies. McCauley for Thompson. Thompson back rims a layup. Rebound to Rempel. Back for Menzies. He shoots the mid-ranger and has nothing but net. Lavoie gets the block on Logan Rempel. Veteran move by Jeffrey Lavoie to get that ball and keep moving forward with it. Pick up the foul on Rempel. Only Rempel's first. Timeout Tommies. Coach Hickey and Coach Woodworth having a little discussion here before they enter the huddle. See what they can draw up for this Tommy team. Every bit the entertaining game we expected, and every bit the high-scoring affair. What a fun one this has been. Of course, it's been a marvelous season of basketball and court sports for me here for the Tommies. I've enjoyed every minute of my time here, be it volleyball or basketball. The teams have been an absolute pleasure to cover, and I'm privileged to be able to sit here in my perch and pontificate and alliterate and all the other things that I like to do here. I have a lot of fun with it. I do thank you for watching along. Truly easy to be inspired and energized by watching these athletes from around the ACAA. If you're watching, of course, no matter where you are, you already know that. But if you've got friends, let them in on the secret, and maybe, just maybe, get them here either online or even better yet, in person for the ACAA championships. Promises to be great action, highly entertaining, outstanding product of athletics here in the ACAA. Sometimes you wish it were a little better known. Lavoie against Rempel. Kicked outside for Tyrese Paul. Too strong on the shot. Tomwine on the rebound for Paul on the cut. Paul rejected that time by Rempel and put down to the court. Rempel helps him back up while play goes the other way. Isaiah out of the pack, the whirling dervish, kicks to Campbell. Paul still holding the elbow. Now he'll sprint back on defense. Menzies gets two off glass. Tyrese Paul, I think, asking for an injury timeout here. And it will be Vince Littleton. Might not be the elbow, it might be the midsection for Paul. Can't tell whether he's holding his arm because the elbow's hurt or because the midsection hurts. Ball is off. We are set with Littleton in his place. Lavoie had Cheatham streaking. Tomwine with the catch underneath. Back for Campbell. Under 10 on the shot clock. Littleton against Cheatham. 3 to shoot. Littleton has to launch one. He does get rim. Rebound Rempel. Not a great possession there for the Tommies. A little too much on the dribble. McCauley from deep. That one rattles through, and it's a 2-point game again. Cheatham gets the foul that time against Isaiah. In the backcourt. Of course, no shot there. What a finish this is going to be. Both these teams can score in bunches. Littleton for Lavoie. The kick for Trey Campbell. 3. No good. Rebound Tumwine. Littleton. High steps into the paint. Puts on the brakes and throws up the running one-hander for 2. Charging Tyree Thompson. Fouled by Ethan Tumwine. Tumwine slipped. Backpedaling on defense. Thompson tripped over him. Tough way to pick up a foul for Tumwine. It's going to be his third, team's third. Hurricanes have 4 team fouls in the quarter. So if the other team needs to foul, not a long ways to go if we get into a foul situation late in game. Shot missed out of the corner, and the Hurricanes wanted a foul on the shot. Looks like Kyrie Thompson comes up injured on the collision here. I missed the foul call. I'm watching too many things here. That's going to be a foul on Kyrie Thompson. It's going to be his third. That will send Ethan Tumwine to the line. Coach Kendrick's going to go out and check on him, have a little chat with the officials on the way. Another chat with Michael Murray there. And, of course, Jack McCauley now working Dave Gallagher on the why didn't I get the 3 shots fouled on my shot. Thompson out. Druken will check in for Thompson. Didn't appear to be a serious injury coming off there for Kyrie. Don't want to see anyone hurt. Tumwine to the line. Heel of the rim on the first. Money on the second for Ethan Tumwine. 5-point game, 3.5 to go in the fourth. Cheatham for Druken. Druken gets 2 over Trey Campbell. Ten on the shot clock. Isaiah from 14 feet. Off glass, no good. Rebound, Rempel. 1 possession game. The Hurricanes can tie with a 3. There it is from Menzies. Lavoie for Isaiah. Gaio on the handle, kicks back for Lavoie. 7 on the shot clock. Lavoie on the drive. He's going to be fouled. I think that's Logan Rempel. Rempel gets the worst of the collision, but Jeffrey Lavoie will go to the line in a tie game. Logan Rempel. Chris Druken says he's good, he's good. Stay over there. Rempel, slow to get up. His bearings about himself here. Couple of ginger steps there, gives the thumbs up, says I'm good to go. Rempel says we want this. 2 free throws coming for Lavoie. Lavoie makes the first. Puts the Tommies up 1. Big cheer here from the hometown Tommy crowd. How good a finish are we in for here? Wow. Second one gets a lot of rim, but it goes down for Jeffrey Lavoie. Chris Cheatham to the front court. Hands off for Jack McCauley. Macaulay for Jalen Menzies. Menzies is really good. That's Menzies inside. Rempel for three. Rimmed out, rebound, Vince Littleton. Littleton finds Trey Campbell, but he's fouled in the act of passing by Jalen Menzies. That'll send Littleton to the line as the Hurricanes are over the limit. Timeout, Coach Kendrick and Holland College. Coming out of the timeout, Littleton will be on the line where he shoots 67%. I'm going to take a quick break and be back out of the timeout. Buzzer has sounded on the timeout. Both teams late to break huddle here. Official will step in and say, let's go. It'll be Littleton to the line. In a 2-point game, the Tommies +2 on the Hurricanes, the top two scoring teams in the conference, showing us why at 89-87. STU. Still lots of points to be scored in this one. And this could come right down to the very end. Littleton, good on the first. Front rim second, but Lavoie on the offensive glass. Oh, the putback rimmed out. Rebound Rempel. 3-point game. Cheatham to the front court. Been looking for Menzies steadily here, but I look for Rempel to try to get off a three. Back for Menzies. Cross-court pass. That's Cheatham. Cheatham kicks out for Macaulay. 24-second violation. Tommies turn up the defense right when they need it. Kyrie Thompson says we got to get that ball up sooner. And again, good to see Kyrie back on the court after leaving there previously with a potential injury. Lavoie guarded by Cheatham. Lavoie, a trusted ball handler for the Tommies late. Trey Campbell for three. Isaiah with the big rebound, knocked out by Rempel. Officials say Stu ball. Good defense by Logan Rempel. Rempel says I knocked it off his knee. Officials don't see it. Rempel doesn't seem like the kind of guy who would lead you astray on that. Tough catch by Lavoie. Isaiah in the post, spins. Off glass and it rattles through. Gaio Isaiah puts the Tommies up by 5. Ahead for Macaulay, rejected by Lavoie. What a rejection by Jeff Lavoie. That could be game-changing for Stu. Now Lavoie on the spin for Campbell. Inside Lavoie. Lavoie on the spin, scores two. Jeffrey Lavoie going to work for the Tommies. Kyrie Thompson makes three. What a shot from Kyrie Thompson. These teams are not done. Campbell to the front court. For Lavoie, a little too tough to handle from Trey Campbell. That's one you got to be under control of and be sure. Still a two-possession game. Tommies +4. 32.7. What an ending we've got here in Fredericton. Thompson's feeling it, makes it for three. Kyrie Thompson, back-to-back three-pointers. Cuts the Tommy lead to one. And it's timeout, STU. Alman Dervisevic halfway across the court. Something with the official there. I'm not sure what that was all about. He runs out. A couple of his teammates, Chris Drukin included, go over and reel him back in. I don't know what was going on there. Just suddenly saw Dervisevic way over there. Like something around the timeout. What a barn burner we've got here. Kyrie Thompson with a couple big three-pointers. Looked like the Hurricanes might have been on the ropes. He shoots him right back into it here. And it's a one-point game. Team fouls. Holland with more than 5. They're over the limit. STU with only 3. So Holland can elect a foul and send the Tommies to the line whenever they like. 27.2 on the game clock. 24 on the shot clock unless the STU advances to half, which they're electing to do. So it will be 14 on the shot clock for the Tommies as they advance the ball. Tommies need a score. Lavoie against Rempel. Lavoie fouled by Rempel, and he'll go to the line. Logan Rempel says, I can't believe it. Players are starting to give a lot of feedback to the officials. Going to have to be careful somebody doesn't get nailed with a personal. Oh, looked like they called the unsporty. Is that the case? No. Just a regular foul. Just called the grab on the arm. It just looked like the same signal as the unsporty. Lavoie again, money, makes it a 3-point game. Tyrese Paul checks in for Trey Campbell. 26.5, the Hurricanes down 3. Thompson's just made 2 from deep. Rempel's a danger from there as well as Menzies and McCauley. Thompson puts up another one. Front rim on that one. He was looking for contact. That's into the hand of Isaiah. But taken away by Rempel, who shoots the 3. That one rimmed out. Rebound Tyrese Paul. Paul dribbled, and he gives up the foul. That's going to be on Kyrie Thompson. Wow. Couple opportunities there for Holland, and they can't make either. First Thompson and then Rempel as they were looking for the tie. Tyrese Paul tried to dribble that out of the pack, and that was dangerous. Now Jalen Menzies with a little discussion on the free throw line with Tyrese Paul. Tyrese can make this a 2-possession game with any make here. Rims out on the first. Big free throw here for STU. Big free throw here for STU. Expect a timeout for Holland. I think they've got one left on a make. No timeout. Maybe they don't have any left. 2-possession game. That's inbounded for Thompson. Thompson shoots the long 3. It doesn't go down. The Tommies are going to win this one. Coach Kendrick points to the official here after this one. Says, I'm not sure what's going on there. Doesn't like the way this one ended. But it ends 97-93 STU. What that does in the standings, that moves STU to 12-5. The Hurricanes to 10-5. STU among the 3-5 loss teams, of course, pending Crandall and MSVU this afternoon, would own the tiebreaker over Mount St. Vincent and Holland College now, having gone 2-1 against both teams. So the Tommies, if they win in Mount A next weekend, guarantee themselves the bye and first place in the conference. What a barn burner this one was. I said it was going to take 95 points to win. It did take 97. 97-93 Tommies. That does it from the regular season here in Tommy's Court Sports. What a blast this has been, and what a way to end the regular season, this game between these two phenomenal scoring teams. Wouldn't you just love to see these two on Championship Sunday go at it again like they did here in a couple weeks' time? Folks, remember, ACAAs are here, men's and women's, 3rd, 4th, and 5th. Great action all weekend long, starting on the Friday at 11 with women's semis. ACAA.ca for all that info. Go Tommies as well has it. Tickets are already on sale. For everyone here at Tommy Athletics, on behalf of the teams, thank you for watching along here in the regular season. And please come on back to watch the ACAA playoffs. They are definitely going to be a whole pile of fun. Fans, thanks once again for tuning in. My privilege, as always, to bring you the coverage here from the pit. I'm Bill Gibson signing off here for the end of the regular season, and very much looking forward to the playoffs.